Hey guys! So I'm sorry I haven't recorded in quite a few weeks, not at least a vlog. Anyway, I've been doing narrations and creepypastas, but the reason I haven't been recording vlogs is because today is one of the only days that the neighbor beneath me isn't blaring her music so loudly that it wouldn't interfere with my audio. I'm not kidding. Every day, she has to blare it all the time. And unfortunately, she doesn't do it within the quiet hours, so you can't really complain about it. I know people have left notes on our door saying, hey, could you keep it down? Some of us work during the night, we sleep during the day, and others of us are just straight up annoyed by it. But today she is quiet, so I'm going to take this time to record. And I want to talk about, kind of expound upon some things I get asked about being a tarantula keeper. Now, usually when people find out I keep tarantulas, they're like, no way, how do you do that and everything? And I'm like, well, first off, it's not complicated. It's not a difficult hobby at all. They're probably one of the easiest pets to keep. I know they are way less maintenance than my cats, that's for sure, and they're way, way, way less maintenance than a dog. And another question I get asked is, well, have they ever bitten you? And that is always the very first question I get asked is, have they bitten you? They expect the tarantula to bite me or to bite anyone. And the answer is no. I've never been bitten. I highly doubt I ever will be bitten because I'm smart about when and how to handle my ladies. And if I even ever get a species that is more aggressive, then she's not going to get handled, at least not directly by my hands. So there really are plenty of ways to prevent being bitten, but honestly, I think my cats have bit me more times than my tarantulas ever will. Not maliciously or anything, but I would be more worried about your cat than a tarantula when it comes to biting, honestly. Now, another question I get asked is, well, do you just let them roam around like a cat would or a dog would? And the answer is very much no. Now, the reason I would never allow mine to roam around is because I do have cats. It would pose a threat to both species. Now, I'm not saying that my tarantulas could kill my cats. In fact, I don't think they could at all. Could they make them sick if they bit them? Yeah, maybe. But I really don't think that it could kill my cats. However, what I would worry about mostly for my cats is if the tarantulas flick tears at them, it would be extremely painful for the cats, and I am not one to ever want to harm any sort of animal. So, except for the ones I feed to my tarantulas. But that's food, not just killing or harming something. So that is one reason I do not let them roam around. Another reason is tarantulas, as I've said in previous videos, are very, very fragile. If one were to roam around, and since they're brown, they blend in with a lot of things, especially since we've got kind of the old school shag carpet in this apartment, and a lot of our furniture is brown, like this couch is brown and stuff. They'd both blend right in, and they'd get skushed before we could even do anything about it, especially since one of them's still a baby, so she's pretty small. And another thing is they'd probably just find some corner to hide in. They're both a terrestrial species that likes to hide and burrow. So honestly, tarantulas don't need that much space. They like to burrow, stick in their own area, and really not go too far out of it. So letting your tarantulas roam is dangerous mostly for the tarantula, but it can be hazardous for any other animals you have living around. Also, if one gets into your bed, you might get bit. Who knows? If it gets distressed enough by you moving around and it feels threatened, she might bite you, but mostly it's for the health of the tarantula that you do not let them roam around. Another question is, do they have personalities? Absolutely, they have personalities. Merida has taken to almost every day shoving as much dirt as she possibly can into her water dish. It's great. And Tumble has taken to being king of her log. She demands to sit on top of the log, and if you try to move her, she will move right back on top of it. She wants that log. So yes, they do each have their own little personalities. They're their own little tarantulas. And then the last question I get asked a little less often is, well, why do you keep tarantulas? Don't you like normal pets? And the thing is, I love normal pets. I love pretty much all animals. I have 2 cats. If I could have a dog at this apartment, I totally would. I was raised with animals. I've had hamsters, I have parakeet, just all kinds of different things. I was absolutely raised with animals, and I love them. I love all kinds of animals. When we're talking giant centipede, I might get a little squeamish, things like that. But I have no opposition to any kind of animal. I don't keep tarantulas because I dislike orthodox, I guess, pets. I keep tarantulas because I love tarantulas. If you love chinchillas, you keep chinchillas, if you can afford it. If you love cats, you keep cats. It's just a passion. It's a hobby of mine. They're not the most entertaining pets, but you don't keep pets for entertainment. You keep them for companionship, and you keep them, in tarantula's case, you can study them. There's a lot that still isn't known about tarantulas. So if you ever meet somebody who's a tarantula keeper, maybe try to think of an original question. What kind of tarantula do you keep? How old are they? Where did they come from? Because I never get those questions. I think the most unique question I ever get, unfortunately, is what are their names? And that's usually the first question you get with like a dog or a cat. So any other tarantula keepers out there, tell me what questions you get asked. I have started a Tumblr. I'll put the link for that in the comments or in the description. So I will get back to regularly updating as much as I can, depending if my neighbor will allow me. And you can like or dislike if you're a hater, but you know how I feel about haters. So like and favorite and leave a comment. It would help me out a lot, and I will catch you guys next time.